Alexa, turn on Gabe's room. I knew when I started taking content creating seriously this year, I wanted to do something big on YouTube because, quite frankly, this is my favorite platform to create on. I know most of you guys who are watching this right now probably know me as a short form creator, whether that be on Instagram or TikTok. And I thank all of y'all, honestly, for all of the growth and support that has been happening on those pages. The support has just been insane with the videos. But I feel like one of the biggest goals this year, especially in this quarter, was to start prioritizing YouTube again and do long form content. Some of you who have probably been with me since before I started creating short form content this year probably know me as the cinematic creator. I used to take just random clips throughout the day and document my life and make cool little cinematic edits of them. Obviously, I don't really do that anymore, really only rarely, and that's honestly because I felt like I needed a break from trying to make everything look pretty, trying to make everything look cinematic. I really just like this sit down and talk to the camera, just talking about whatever I do to make my life better in my 20s. But I feel like recently I've been kind of getting this itch to make things look pretty again. The only difference now is that now it's just going to be on long form content. And honestly, I'm glad to be doing this right now because I feel like if I would have tried to do this any earlier or before, I probably would have failed at it, and I honestly probably would have been that consistent. So I think all of this is happening at the right time, especially now that school is over with and summer is close by. But I guess now that that's out the way, now is the perfect time to show and tell you guys about all of the changes that have happened in my life recently, since I guess that is the title of this episode. Starting off with the first one, YouTube officially meet Euro. About 3 weeks ago, I picked up this little guy. I'm pretty sure he's either a Turkish Van or a Turkish Angora. I think he's a Turkish Van though. I don't know. I got him from my aunt who has a lot of stray cats at her house. Months before, I've been toying around with the idea of getting another pet because obviously, if you guys were following me last year, one of my dogs, Diamond, had passed away in December, and I feel like I've just kind of been missing that void of taking care of something. I always feel like I have this need to want to take care of something, whether that be taking care of and fixing cars or a romantic relationship or even a pet. So with my aunt's cats having a litter recently in March, I realized that now was my time to kind of take that chance again at trying to take care of something and giving something the life that it deserves and the love that it deserves. This little guy is a character, let me tell you. He is super fun. He's super playful, loving. He loves cuddling in the bed with me or on my chest or just anywhere, especially under the MacBook as well. We're pretty much inseparable at this point. He's always by my side. And I honestly just can't wait till he gets bigger because I don't know, I just have a feeling that he's just gonna be something special. Like he's already so cute. But yeah, that's the first change. I'm gonna let him get to doing whatever he wants to do over there. I actually have another big change that I want to show you guys, which actually is outside. So we need to take this rig outside and show you guys.
Travel on by locomotive, turning of the century. See their fine clothes, soot is turning, satin's black as the night can be. But there's a new line, the Lackawanna, cold as green as a mountain spring. Through the forest and over water, Northern Railway beauty sings. Didn't you know that Miss Phoebe Stone, her dress stays white both day and night upon the road of anthracite?
Well, if you've been following me on Instagram, then you will know that I kind of hinted that I bought my dream two-car solution, and it so happened to be this. This is a 1999 Lexus LX 470, and let me tell you, I'm in love with this thing.
Winding, ever higher.
Honestly, I think that this is one of the greatest SUVs ever to be made. And if you know me personally, then you would know that I am not an SUV person at all. Like, I am strictly a two-door, two-seater coupe type of person. So if I don't really like SUVs and I only like coupes, why did I buy this thing? Well, to be completely honest, I've changed a lot. I'm still not the biggest fan of SUVs, but I feel like I've matured to a point in my life where I look at things and things that I buy or additions into my life as investments. Obviously, cars are not at all investments, at least monetary value, they're not investments. But when I say I look at things that I add into my life as investments, I'm talking about quality of life, making just my life better. I've been needing to work on the Boxster because it's been showing some issues, and I want to do all the work myself, if I'm being honest, this summer. I don't really want to send it to a shop. And to be fair, these projects that I'm going to take on with the Boxster, they're not really that small. They're kind of bigger, so I'll most likely have to have the car down for at least a day or two. And with that being my only car, if I have it down for a day or two, then that's a day or two without transportation. And I definitely couldn't risk sending it to a shop up here because if I'm down without a car for 1 or 2 days, I don't have any transportation up here. That, and then along with all of the labor fees that I'd have to pay, including the parts, it just didn't make sense to me. So the solution that I came up with was just to buy another car. Also, I'm moving out of my apartment in the next few months, so this would really help me move everything out of my room since I definitely can't fit it into the Boxster. So looking at all the numbers, looking at my life currently, and the direction that it's heading in, this honestly just made the most sense for me. And plus, having 2 cars, that's like the coolest thing ever. But yeah, everything I do is honestly just to make my life better because our world leaders sure aren't going to do it for us. But now that we're in the OG spot that I usually do for all my car reveals, why don't I show you guys some of the features that I like on this thing? Well, if you didn't know, this thing is basically a glorified Toyota Land Cruiser. It has the same 4.7 liter V8, pretty much the same body styling. Interior is a little bit nicer, but overall, this thing is pretty much a Toyota. It's reliable as hell. This thing has 266,000 miles, and almost everything still works. Heated seats, power windows, it has rear air vents, obviously a tailgate in the back as well. And one of my favorite features, this thing has hydraulic suspension. It really doesn't get better than this for $19.99. This thing is like the perfect mix between modern and classic car. It has no Apple CarPlay, no screens, it still has physical buttons. It has a sunroof, although that doesn't work right now. But everything else with all the modern features, this is just a perfect solution to a car. Everything that a car should have and everything that a car shouldn't. I feel like this is just one of the most slept on SUVs for the money, honestly. Now, of course, I did buy this car used. It's pretty dirty right now. I haven't gotten a chance to detail it the way I want to. And there are a few problems that it has. Obviously, like I said, the sunroof doesn't work. This adjustable electric steering doesn't adjust either. Honestly, these can just be motors or fuses, so it's not like these are super expensive fixes. But other than that, flushing out all of the fluids that it needs and doing some minor modifications, this car is pretty much perfect, in my opinion. And speaking of modifications, why don't I talk about what my plans are for this car? Spoiler alert, it's not a lot. Back at the rear end, something that this specific model did not come with from the factory that other cars did was a factory rear spoiler. I love how this thing looks on this car. I think it just ties the rear end so nicely. It just makes it complete. And I may have already ordered it. Yeah, I think it's at my house right now. Like, it just came 5 minutes ago. Obviously, once I get it paint matched, we're slapping that on. After that, I feel like we might be going on a hunt for some new wheels and tires. Honestly, I don't even hate the stock wheels at all, so besides just cleaning them up, I might not even change these. Obviously though, we are going to get some new rear tires, off-roading, and we'll probably go a little bit bigger as well. And then something a lot of owners do on this car as well is delete the hydraulic suspension. I'm not going to do that, honestly. Mine still works perfectly fine, and until it goes out, I'm just going to fix it again. But I'm gonna use it because I think it's the coolest thing ever. After that, just a nice paint correction, detailing, and ceramic coating. I'm pretty much done with this car. It's crazy that it's not gonna really take a lot of things for me to make it just better. This car is almost already perfect in my eyes. I just think it could be a little bit better. And that's honestly rare coming from me, since a lot of the cars that I buy need a lot of work and just need to be fixed up somehow. But this thing is almost already perfect, even after 266,000 miles. Oh, and guess what? I paid less than 7 grand for this thing, which if you look at what these things are going for, yeah, I pretty much got a steal on this. So it also just feels good knowing that if I ever need to get out of this, I can probably get out of it for more than what I bought the car for. Even though I don't really plan on selling this thing at all. But yeah, this is my future, and these were the changes that happened in my life. I definitely want to make these videos on this series a little bit longer, but since there aren't really any other changes that are happening in my life that I can actually show you, I don't want to drag this out, especially with episode 2 already in production. I told you guys this year was going to be our year. This is the year for Gabe on Film, and I 100% plan to keep that promise. It's literally only up from here, so let's continue to work hard, let's keep showing up, and let's just go be great. I'll see y'all later. Peace.